Malaysia with her presentation, Animating Futures, the Role of New Media in Empowering the Younger Generation Through Cultural Preservation and Digital Innovation. Please welcome Dr. Nursima.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to everyone. Masih pagi di Malaysia 11 pagi. Saya ucapkan kepada all the guests, fellow researcher, respected colleges and dear participants. Tak dilupakan juga kepada our collaborators, speakers daripada Universitas Padjadjaran, Institut Agama Islam Negeri Sultan Amai Gorontalo hari ini dan juga Universitas Islam Negeri UIN Sunal Ampel. Selamat berkenalan. So it's a very great honor to be here today at this international seminar to share some reflections on the topic that I have choose for this seminar, that is quite both timely and transformative, entitled Animating Futures, the Role of New Media in Empowering Younger Generations Through Cultural Preservation and also Digital Innovation. Okay, saya Nursima Mustafa daripada Universiti Sains Islam Malaysia, from the New Media Communication Programs. So, the next slide, okay. So as the introduction for this topic today on animating future that relates to our younger generations, so that we see that culture does not die. So it transforms through those who carry it forward. Okay, bermaksud di sini adalah that we live in era defined by rapid technology change, which means that where the way we communicate, the way we learn, and the way we express our identity has been fundamentally reshaped by this new media platform. So as we can see for the new media younger generations, so especially digital platform that we can see nowadays are not just tools for connection actually, but they are spaces where culture lives and then evolve, and then we can see that this new media sometimes even finds new meaning. Okay, to elaborate on this, okay, as we can see that our younger generation that we can say are living in two worlds nowadays, which means that physically and also digitally, as we can see. Okay, through social media, the uses of social media, the digital account that they encounter and have, that they just don't consume the culture, that they participate in reshaping it, which means that this younger generation are able to reshape through the usage of social media. So the challenge to us for us as educator and researcher is to help this younger generation to use the digital media with also with what we call with cultural wisdom and also ethical. So as we can see that today's focus is how digital innovation preserve culture and can able to empower the youth. Okay, next slide. Is regarding the context of digital generation. So the key point that I want to highlight here is that the traditional culture transmission versus our digital platform that been encountered by the younger generation, so that the youth engage culture via nowadays platform like TikToks, X, YouTube, Instagram, podcast, that you name it. So the challenges for this youth is how they are balance the innovation and the implementation of heritage. So one of the questions that pop up in my mind, and I think that as well as the audience today, that how can digital tools sustain our cultural identity, the preservation of our culture? So in Malaysia and across the world, so we can see that cultural preservation has traditionally been associated with like museums, archive, okay, or oral tradition that pass from one generation to another. We can see that this transition of that. But today, much of that transformation or transmission happens through screen or through the TikToks video or social media platforms, memes, or maybe online communities. The question is that it inspired this research was simple but profound, that how can we ensure that our youth born into this digital ecosystem remain connected to their cultural and religious heritage in that preservation context, and even they are innovate and globalized. So my next slide is Okay. In terms of the purpose of the research, okay, that we want to explore in terms of how new media empower youth in, the first one is cultural preservation, because these are the generation we hope for in order to preserve our culture in terms of preservation, conservation, and so on. The next is religious education and also encounter our identity formation, which means that we examine how technology can bridge the tradition and also the modernity that will bring by this youth generation. So the purpose focus is to focus on digital innovation within religion and also the societal context within the youth embedded within the usage of digital media. So next, what I embed in this research is regarding our framework. Okay, so these two framework is what we rely on. Is what we can see is regarding culture hybridity. So the second one is digital activism. So both of these, if you can see, is where the culture and technology also be plus with the youth generation. Okay, why I say that? Because these two framework, as we can see, when the hybrid of the culture, it evolved through interaction and remixing, which means that it reminds us that culture is never static. It evolves and through interaction and also adaptation and negotiation, which means that young people, when they engage online, so they do not simply replicate the culture, which means that they're able to remix it and then they're able to reinterpret it and they're able to breed it as their new way of life. Okay, which means that in order to understand the digital activism within this youth conductment, which means that the position of youth as the agent of change. Okay, so through creative content, okay, they challenge dominant narrative and also they're able to revive endangered tradition and also advocate for causes rooted in cultural identity and social justice. So as we can see, together with this framework, both framework, cultural hybridity and also digital activism, we can see that this framework actually helps us and also the youth to understand the digital media, that the digital media is not a threat to cultural community, but we can see it is as a way or opportunity for development in the youth or how they conduct and bring this digital in the digital media, religion and society within their context. Okay, so the next one is okay. So the methods on this one, okay. So to explore this further, so the study also employed on qualitative research approach, which means that in-depth interview by using purposive sampling on young digital content creator and also cultural practitioner and community leaders. Okay, which means that we wanted to hear their voice. Okay, and then how they perceive their role in preserving culture and also religion through digital space, which means that in this context, we engage with young Malaysians, also regional peers who create digital culture content. So their experience reveal how deeply values, heritage, and also innovation are intertwined and have the online creativity. Okay. So the conservations reveals that rich insights in how this use navigates, okay, the delicate and also the balance between tradition and innovation, the local identity and also within the global participation. So the aim here is to understand this group of what we call research on their experience, on their motivations, and also the challenges that maybe they encounter in using this digital media platform in order for them to preserve the cultural identity or maybe to animate or to what we call to make it as a role in new media in empowering the preservation and maybe also the conservation. So the next one is regarding the key finding. Okay, so based on the research also, okay, on animating the futures, the role of new media in empowering the younger generation through cultural preservation and digital innovation, where the highlights is we have four key findings on this, which means that the first one, the first and foremost, is regarding the new media is a platform for cultural storytelling. So in regards to this, that many young creators nowadays, okay, maybe it may be in terms of our students, maybe in terms of our children, maybe in terms of our kids and so on. So that many young creators use platform, okay, maybe they have Instagram, Reels, TikToks and others that share stories to traditional practices, which means that be it local craft, okay, maybe culinary heritage and also performing art. What is remarkable here is to highlight is that these stories are told in their language of their generation, which means that, for example, Gen Z, they are using that digital media in their language, which means that the dissemination of using the empowerment of youth is through their language. Okay, so through the short videos, humor, music, visual aesthetic that resonate globally, which means that it able to disseminate globally and been accepted globally. This has led to what I call microcultural storytelling. So it means that a bite size, okay, but yet powerful narrative that preserve the identity in an accessible form, which means that been accepted by all the generations, okay. So the next one is, okay, regarding the second key findings is relate to, next one, is faith and educations. Okay, so which means that when we highlight on the second key findings on faith and educations, so the thing that is highlighted is here that youth use digital media for religious storytelling and moral values. Okay, which means that in Malaysia we have like Imam Muda, we have what we call variety shows that reflect this one. So it means that they also been accepted by the audiences. Okay, for example, Islamic influencers creating short animated explainers through their social account, and then they're able to merge the digital creativity with spiritual learning. This is something that we are also proud of. And we can see that also in USIM, especially, okay, maybe I can see through my student also the integration of INAC in some of the assessments, okay, maybe in some of the digital contents, okay, through their social media is also embedded with this faith and education. So youth are also harnessing digital media to explore faith-based values in a creative way. So many creative way, not in only in animation, maybe in video gaming, in terms of storytelling and so on. So which means that the youth have the power to empower using the social media in order for them to share regarding this platform in a good way. Okay, so for example, Islamic content creator are producing animated explainer, okay, about adab, okay, sustainability in Islam and community services, all while using aesthetic of modern media. And another thing that what is interesting about this second key finding is this effort actually demonstrate that digital innovation actually can coexist harmoniously, okay, with spiritual education, which means that we can see it is a very, what we call a very good finding, okay, in terms of that. Okay. And then another thing about this, okay, what I also want to add regarding this faith and education, because it's also reflect to our integration of Akli and Nakli. In USIM, we really emphasize on the integration of INAP, okay, which means that the digital faith contents, okay, redefines religious education, which means that it is no longer limited to lectures. Okay, so it convey through creative storytelling, humor, aesthetic resonate with young audiences, which means that both of these can coexist beautifully. Okay, from that point of view. Okay, the next key finding is I combine both of the key finding within this, which is the key findings of 3 and 4 is regarding when we see that we want to animate the future, animating the future. Animating future is not only we narrate the future by narrative, but also by narrate our social media, how we use the social media, how we benefit the social media, how also we push this young society or maybe youth to empower the social media in order for them to able to preserve the culture or maybe to enhance their digital innovation in future, which means that they are the next generation that able to empower and do the dialogue. So the first one is empowerment.